Hello and welcome to the Innovator's Bookshelf, the podcast where we distill the wisdom from some of the best books on design, business, and technology. I'm your host, Don Wilder. I'm creating this podcast for those out there that, like myself, believe in the power of knowledge, the transformational ability of ideas, and that great insights are meant to be shared and discussed. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur, a budding designer, a tech enthusiast, or simply a lifelong learner, we're here to bring you a dose of innovation, one book at a time. In every episode of this show, I'll be capturing the essence of each book, delivering what I think are the key takeaways and actionable insights, all within the span of your coffee break. The goal is to give you the high-level concepts, practical tools, and innovative strategies you need to spark your next breakthrough. So whether you're driving, working out, or just winding down, get ready to fill your mind with the inspiration that lies within the Innovator's Bookshelf. Welcome to another episode of the Innovator's Bookshelf. Today we're diving into the pages of Gary Keller's profound book, The One Thing, the surprisingly simple truth behind extraordinary results. Keller, co-founder of Keller Williams Realty, challenges us to rethink how we set goals and manage our time. The premise of Keller's book is captivatingly simple yet immensely powerful. Focusing on one thing at a time leads to extraordinary results. This idea, though it might seem obvious, is a timely reminder in our world filled with countless distractions and endless to-do lists. Keller introduces us to what he calls the domino effect. This concept is based on the idea that a single domino can bring down many others much larger than itself. Similarly, focusing on one significant task can trigger a chain reaction leading to extraordinary outcomes. Think of the example of Roger Bannister, the first man to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. His achievement sparked a domino effect, leading to more than 20,000 people accomplishing the same feat since then. As we progress through Keller's insights, we encounter the 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle. This principle suggests that 20% of your efforts generate 80% of your results. Applied to our context, Keller encourages us to zero in on the 20% that makes the most significant impact. Take the example of a successful business person Keller talks about in the book. They realized that a small fraction of their clients contributed to a majority of their revenues. By recognizing and focusing on these key clients, they were able to dramatically increase their overall revenue. A key component of Keller's philosophy is the focusing question, what's the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? The brilliance of this question lies in its simplicity and its ability to guide us towards the most impactful task. The story of Keller Williams Realty itself serves as a compelling example here. Keller tells us how he once faced a crisis in his real estate company. When he asked the focusing question, he realized that recruiting top talent was his one thing. By concentrating on this task, he was able to turn his company into the largest real estate company in the world. Alongside these strategic insights, Keller discusses the importance of willpower and the role it plays in achieving our one thing. He argues that willpower isn't always on will call. It has a limited reserve that gets depleted throughout the day. This idea emphasizes the importance of doing your one thing early in the day when your willpower is at its peak. Keller shares the story of an executive who utilized this principle effectively. Despite having multiple responsibilities, the executive prioritized writing a book, her one thing, and dedicated her mornings to it when her willpower was strongest. Ultimately, she achieved her goal and published her book. Keller also emphasizes the significance of forming habits and setting up a productive environment to sustain focus on your one thing. He shares an interesting study where people who exercised willpower over an extended period could form a habit, which then required less willpower to maintain. In essence, the one thing presents a potent message. Focusing on one significant task at a time can lead to incredible achievements. Keller's unique insights and practical advice, richly illustrated with real-life examples, provide us with a roadmap to success. Whether it's by adopting the domino effect, applying the 80-20 rule, or harnessing the power of the focusing question, there are numerous ways to apply Keller's insights to our own lives. As we conclude our exploration of the one thing, we invite you to reflect on your own one thing that by accomplishing it would make everything else easier or unnecessary. Is it to write that business plan that will lay the foundation for your startup? Or perhaps to learn that new technology that would open a host of career opportunities? Maybe your one thing is to write daily, preparing for that dream book. Whatever it is, remember Keller's wisdom. Focus on that one thing and let it pave the way for extraordinary results. In our pursuit of success, we often juggle multiple tasks only to find ourselves overwhelmed and spread thin. Keller challenges this norm and encourages us to be more selective and purposeful. The compelling examples from his book, ranging from athletic achievements to business successes, underscore the power of this approach. They serve as a testament to what we can achieve when we channel our efforts in one direction. As we wrap up today's episode, consider Keller's fundamental question, what's your one thing? We hope that our exploration of Keller's wisdom has equipped you with a fresh perspective and a potent tool to navigate your personal and professional journey. We'll continue our venture into groundbreaking books in the upcoming episodes, extracting key insights and actionable advice that can shape your journey towards innovation, success, and self-improvement. Until then, stay curious, stay focused, and remember, extraordinary results are just one focused effort away.